6Speed Dakota here, and we're not exactly inside the shop, we're actually outside the shop, because I'm going to do my little shop tour in 2014 in review video. So, I'm here in quiet Ladner, little town, just outside of Vancouver. Now, this is my mom's Hyundai Santa Fe, and my aunt's Chrysler minivan. These have been featured in a few videos. Broken down Audi here is my brother's car. It's got 3 flat tires, a profuse oil leak, a bad battery, and a bad auxiliary coolant pump, just to name a few things wrong with it. And of course, everybody knows the Dakota right there. The reason it's not in the driveway is because I need space for all the vehicles, and of course I need to pull my mom's car out of the garage, which is essentially my home shop. So let's go inside. So this is when you first enter the shop, this is it. This is my workspace. This is where my mom's car sits most of the time. It's where I do all my work. And yeah, it's not much to look at, but as you tell, everything's kind of a disaster here. People just pile crap and say it's my fault, but I did a pretty thorough cleaning yesterday. This guy, I guess, is something that we've just been given and just has crap sitting on it. Of course, my Yamaha Wolverine 350 sits right here, and all my recycling and stuff like that. I got a couple of tires up above the fridge here, and as you can see, these are featured in pretty much every video. A friend of mine gave me the skull and the princess en route, and the L means a learner symbol here in British Columbia. You have to have that on the back of your vehicle when you're a learner driver. And my other 2 Yamaha Wolverines are sitting there buried under a bunch of mountain of crap, because I haven't used them in forever. These are both 450 4-wheel drives. And this is kind of extra storage space, so some spare wheels for one of the Wolverines, and my power drill that I got last year, my then girlfriend got me. And this is my little service call toolkit that I had for probably the last 10 or 12 years now. Of course, some spare gas cans and brake rotors off of a previous generation Dodge Dakota that they sold me the wrong ones of, so now I'm stuck with them. Anyway, quad helmets, of course. Now here's kind of my fluids and detailing section. So anything to do with protectant sits up here. So I have all these Armor All wipes that I never use. Other people use them all the time. This is my upholstery brush, my interior brushes. I got stuff like spray wax, paste wax, liquid wax, Turtle Wax F21 Super Protectant. I got a copious amount of tire shine. People give this stuff for me for my birthday and Christmas and stuff like that, and I never get around to using it. So I got a full thing of Armor All tire foam, full thing of No Touch. That's about half full. I got some 303 Aerospace Protectant for vinyl, for the boat, leather care, and a thing of Armor All, which I never really use. On this side, here's all my detailing cloths and stuff. They sit in this little Armor All container I found while out junking one day. Here's all of my fluids and stuff. So I got brake fluid. I don't know why I have ammonia here. I just do. Caliper paint, oil for the quads, some kind of gear oil of some sort, 7590, 2-stroke engine oil. Garage door lubricant, all kinds of solvents. There's my disc brake quiet, and I think I have anti-seize in way buried down in there somewhere, but just general oil and fluids and stuff like that are in this little guy here. Down below we have some Dexron 3 ATF, which is pretty much obsolete, so I just use it to keep the Dodge's engine clean. I poured about a half quart in it before the next oil change. Here I got bar and chain lubricant for my chainsaw, some polish and polishing compounds, windshield washer fluid that somebody just gave me, some coolants, and down here I got all kinds of cleaners. So I got some Turtle Wax car soap, AP cleaner, another kind of AP cleaner. Back there's my carpet cleaner, a couple of wheel cleaners, bug guitar remover, glass cleaner, clay bar. This is my stainless steel clean, a couple of bent propellers for the boat, that kind of thing. I usually use this guy when I'm going on the road to detail something. This is just general stuff for the boat. Pieces of the tower and the tube. My detailing cloth, my drying towel. And this guy's for putting snaps back on the boat tower. So other than that, that's pretty much all my shop supply stuff. It's not a huge space. In fact, it's kind of difficult to fit bigger vehicles in here. Usually they're stuck out in the driveway, so it can get kind of cold. Even the Chrysler minivan's a little difficult to fit in here. Say you're doing the brakes and you got to put it right in the middle. It's kind of narrow on both sides, but for right now it works. So over this way is where the boat is in behind there. That's where it sits dormant all winter, and my many project lawnmowers are sitting behind there. I just, once again, just got general crap piled up. It's just after Christmas. So, of course, I got all kinds of boxes and stuff that need to go get put away. So now over here, I should turn on a light maybe. Alright, so over here we have my kind of workbench area. My toolbox needs a little bit of cleaning, as you can see. It's still kind of a disaster. But, I got a bunch of my 1/2-inch sockets here. They kind of take up space and I don't use them so often. I got a bunch of big wrenches down underneath. This is just a container of degreaser that I have. Of course, my trusty paper towel, some shop rags back there. I just cleared this whole bench off. It was just loaded up with stuff. Of course, everyone knows my vise that's not mounted down. I'm hoping to do that in the next day or so. And maybe put a bench grinder right here. I was going to buy the thing either tomorrow or the next day. Depending if I'm going to the States or not, I might get it there. Got a big long power bar in behind there just to power general things. Of course, there's a cord running down here to power my fridge. Under here, I keep my compressor and my hose. Compressor's not doing too well because my dad blew the pump in it. And I kind of rebuilt it, but it still doesn't sound quite right. Down underneath here, I got just all kinds of general junk. Down here is my greases and stuff like that. A big tub of wheel bearing grease. And then inside here's my coveralls and a bunch of stuff for the boat. Over here I got a couple of things underneath here. My polisher and stuff like that hides underneath there. And my funnel bucket and my spare bolts bucket. And I believe under here somewhere I do have... oh no, never mind, I don't. Right here I have my container of B9 Chem Dip. This is really caustic, nasty stuff, but it definitely gets the grease and dirt off. I got some old school wash and wax for the boat. I gave this to my brother ages ago, and he insists on using my soap instead of his. So this is usually what I use, Meguiar's Ultimate. I got Armor All Wash and Wax. Usually whatever's on sale. But right now I got the boat battery here. It's just recharging. Hasn't been charged in a little while, so I figured I should do so. I got an old Delta scroll saw. It's been sitting here forever, pretty much not being used. And I got this old school home utility electric drill. And it's mounted in this kind of drill press stand. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's kind of awesome, actually. I have to mount that. I've never actually used it before. I know that the switch has some issues, or at least the cord does back in there, so I might have to take this thing apart and fix the frayed cord in there, but I believe it does work if we give it a try. I'll unplug the battery charger temporarily. Oh wow. He's noisy! Oh, can't beat the old stuff, eh? Alright, there's a old window air conditioner I have from the cabin. Down underneath here I usually keep my shop vac. I'm not sure where that is, probably because it's been left outside forever. I got my Echo CS500 VL chainsaw. I brought it home from my cabin to sharpen it up and clean it up. And right here is the famous 6-speed Dakota tool chest. Sorry, I got the... Yeah, it's a bit of a mess on top, but my chain files for my chainsaw. In the bucket, I just got general things. Even I got an SKF pilot bearing for my truck. Haven't used that yet. In here's a bunch of cable ties. I need some more gloves, but Mastercraft impact driver. What else do I got? I know I got a coolant tester. And right here is a universal clutch alignment set. So basically, I just got wrenches, punches, screwdrivers of a general nature. These are all kinds of hex keys. Socket extensions of all sizes. Here are all my ratchets, and Here I got general tools. I got a tie rod separator fork, a pitman arm puller, my trusty C-clamp, and of course my brake piston winder tool. I have a whole assortment of pliers, side cutters, lineman pliers, 2 pairs of them, a couple of pairs of these. Now this is old school, wire stripper, but it works better than any cheap crap you can buy today. Wire stripper and crimper, I got a second pair of those. Good old-fashioned pair of vice grips and a pair of box grips. Now these are old school, once again, vice grip brand. Both of these, and they've stood the test of time for many, many years. I got a lousy set of Craftsman snap ring pliers. Need a better pair of those, and of course a really long pair of long nose pliers. I know I have another pair of long nose pliers there somewhere. Somebody probably took them and haven't returned them. These are all my oil filter wrenches. My strap wrench, which I don't use so often anymore. It's usually for a commercial truck. This guy's the Doomsday wrench. This is just usually for GM filters. This will usually fit the big Mopar Ford filters. This is my trusty oil filter pliers I use for just about everything. They work well on the smaller filters. Impact sockets that came with my my compressor that I never used because I got a better set. And a little bit of old hard thread sealant. Yeah, I should get some better stuff. And here is a general assortment of wrenches. Some of them got a little wet, so they've got a little layer of rust on them. But these are my shiny new Craftsman gear wrench set that my then girlfriend, now fiance, got me. A doggy choke chain, don't know what I have in here. This is usually for adjusting a carburetor of some sort. That's why the tip is so narrow. And of course I have some thermal compound. That was for fixing my PlayStation. Inside here we got our air chuck and tire pressure gauge. I got my very expensive Blue Point voltmeter. The factory shift knob from the Dodge. Now that I got the wooden one on there. Tire valve core remover in case you piss me off. I can flatten the tires. This is a low tire pressure gauge for the quads. It only goes up to about 8 or 9 psi. Socket U-joint. Small pocket screwdriver, which should actually be in a different drawer. My OBD2 code reader and my Tesla that I got at Napa way back when, and an old cheap Canadian Tire voltmeter. I'm pretty sure this guy's toast, but just a general assortment of things that are. I got Thor's hammer here, a little ball peen hammer here, a old school 250 foot-pound torque wrench, pry bar. This is an old chainsaw sharpener. Don't know why it's in here, but And this is a air nailer, which I used, I think, twice. Here we got an older soldering gun that doesn't work so great. Just kind of a cheap one. See, price was 20 bucks. I think my dad got it for free probably 15 or 20 years ago. My nice set of snap-on screwdrivers. I won those. You got a huge-ass puller from a big diesel engine. And I got this old-school harmonic damper steering wheel puller. And just a couple of cables, just in case I need them for something. So here you find a general array of sockets. This old impact gun's got the valve stuck half on. Air hammer, which I used in the Honda captive rotor video. My trusty air cutter right there. That serves also as a die grinder. That blowgun's in kind of rough shape, but I do use this one down here a lot. These impact sockets, I believe, are probably older than I am. Here's my Graphics. And then these ball joint sockets are actually Mac. They're very expensive and very good. They stood the test of time for many years. This is my trusty impact gun. Not the greatest thing, but works pretty well for what I use it for. Imperial sockets, metric sockets, 3/8 drive. Next one down, I have an old buffing kit that's probably 45 years old. It's, of course, the case has seen better days, but it's just got a bunch of general stuff. I've never seen it. really fully before. It's pretty old school. My grandpa gave that to me. Inside here I got my cordless inspection camera, my borescope camera, which I got for my birthday a couple of years ago. And I got an old HVLP paint gun that, again, isn't so great. I believe inside here I just got a bunch of general junk. A couple lifting up, stuff like that. Nothing really to write home about. I have a Enviropoxy floor coating that I haven't put on yet because it takes a lot of time to clean everything out. Over here I got an old fridge drawer for a drain pan. This works great for changing the oil in the boat. My usual drain pan, and then underneath there I got a smaller one that I originally had. That thing's a pain in the ass to pour, the little one. Probably can't see it, it's right there. This one's got the spout on it, which is awesome. I use that for just about everything. So yeah, that's about it. Oh, and my sticker collection. So EBC brakes, Smith Optics. Got that when I got my GoPro. This guy came off my old Flowmaster. This is the cheap HID kit that I put in the Dodge that still works beautifully. I had to replace the bulbs since then, but still works okay. Jegs and MBRP, that's off my exhaust that I got right now. So yeah, that's about it. So that's pretty much it for my shop tour. Like I said, it ain't much, but hey, you know what? I make do with what I got. Now I have an old welder here. It's an old stick welder. I got all kinds of welding rods, welding helmet, one of my project lawnmowers back there. There are a bunch of old grinding wheels that are still in decent shape. These are my jack stands, my 1.5 ton or 2 ton or whatever they are, little guys. Then I got my big bad boy 6 tons right here. These are my oil change ramps. I got another welding helmet underneath there. And this guy's my trusty floor jack. So, yeah. I think there's quads underneath there somewhere, but I'm not entirely certain. So, I haven't had the welder hooked up yet. I've had it for a few years and just haven't put in the time or effort to get that thing hooked up properly yet. Alright, let's hope that that camera is relatively secure. It frankly doesn't look too much like it, but okay, there we go. So, 2014 year in review after you've enjoyed my little brief shop tour. If you're still with me, you're a trooper, so thank you very much. I gotta make this quick because I don't have a whole lot of recording time left on my camera. So, as babbling idiot, I'll get to it. Not too much happened in really the first 3/4 of this year. I got a 6-ton set of jack stands for my birthday. Those of you who follow me on social media will know that. I posted a picture of it. My girlfriend got me those for my birthday so I don't crush myself under the weight of my truck or any other vehicle that I may be working on. Let me see. I graduated from the British Columbia Institute of Technology with my Bachelor of Engineering. It's somewhere in the end of June there somewhere. I started working for a company called Seastar Solutions. Anybody that's ever done anything on boats or knows anything about boats or has been boating, builds boats or anything like that will know who Teleflex Marine is. We were formerly Teleflex Marine. We got bought out by a different company. Now we're marketing under Seastar or Baystar. I work in the thermal division, so I work on these commercial truck heaters called ProHeat. Is the division that I'm in, and I love my job. I get to basically burn diesel and heat up engine coolant, and I absolutely love my job. So I can't go into too much detail about that, but I'll probably post a picture somewhere right here or so of one of these heaters. I get to make fire every day. I love it. I really, really love my job. But anyway, aside from the point, I started that job on October the 6th. And November the 16th was a very, very special day for me. I proposed to my girlfriend, and she said yes. So now she's my fiance, and we are going to be getting married next October. October the 3rd to be exact. So that's really the huge announcement. Oh, and I got a cool set of ratcheting gear wrenches for Christmas. So that's the other announcement. That's the other highlight, I guess, aside from the major ones, you know, being the wedding and stuff like that. So 2014's been an awesome year, at least the last quarter of it has. I'm really, really pumped to see what's going to be coming 2015. I got lots of stuff in the tubes, all kinds of videos from replacing. I got 2 4-wheel brake jobs on a Mazda 6 and on a GMC Sierra. And the GMC Sierra actually has drum brakes, so that's going to be a new one. I got a Ford Focus thermostat housing replacement that I've had for over a year that I haven't bothered to edit yet. But yeah, there's so much exciting stuff in the works. Anything else I can think of off the top of my head? Dodge Caravan alternator, obviously, it's just sitting out there. I gotta somehow get that vehicle back. That'll be the last you're seeing of that van because they just got a new vehicle. It's been featured in a few different videos. How to replace the power window regulator, how to replace the PCV valve in a Dodge Caravan, and I believe that I did the front brakes on it. So we're gonna have to say goodbye to the Dodge Caravan because they got a brand new, or I don't know if it's brand new, but a fairly new Mazda CX-9. So unfortunately, one of my more popular vehicles is going away. But yeah, so much more in the works. I'm super excited for next year. I couldn't have done it without all of you, the fans. Thank you so much for sticking with me. You know, following me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and of course here on YouTube. I'm really having a hard time finding time to edit videos, but I love when I get comments on the video saying, you know, thank you for doing this. You really helped and all that kind of stuff. It really warms my heart to know that I can really help you guys, the viewers, because frankly, you know what? You know, I enjoy helping other people, and that's really why I do this. So thank you guys all for watching and supporting me. If you haven't already done so, I'm going to wrap this up. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to me here on YouTube, youtube.com/6speeddakota. I try to post videos as often as I possibly can, maybe once a month or so. I'm going to try go a little bit more on that. I might start doing my channel in a slightly different format because of that, but yeah, I'll announce things as they come. Things are just crazy busy with planning the wedding and whatnot, so I'm trying to make things all happen, and I'm severely limited on time to do so. But you can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/6speeddakota, Twitter @6speeddakota, Google plus 6speeddakota. A lot of people ask me questions on Facebook and stuff like that. I love answering your questions, I really do. So fire away. I enjoy it. And I usually when I log onto my computer at my lunch break, I try to answer all of your questions and stuff like that when you ask me them. But anyway, thank you all for all your generous support this year. Next year, I'm very excited to see what comes along. Anyway, my little light is blinking saying I have 1 minute left of video footage, so I should go. Anyway, see you later, everyone. Have a happy new year and safe new year. Don't drink and drive. Don't do anything dumb, because I want to see you all back here in 2015. Ciao, everyone.